Hello everyone, this is Dr. D'Elia. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Business and District Operations. I hope everybody is enjoying the summer, and I can't believe I'm saying the summer is coming closely to an end. But we've been working really hard here in South Huntington to do the best we can to get the district in the best possible place for your children to have a safe and healthy and very productive 2020-21 school year. So what I would like to do here today is basically go over a few different health and safety items that will obviously look a bit different than in years past, but we're following the New York State guidelines and probably taking it a little bit further than that to protect people as best we can. So I'm going to go over a few different items. I believe next week your principals will be communicating to you more specifically to your child's school building. So we're going to start with temperature checks. And I know Dr. Bernardo has been doing very informative videos for you throughout. So this may be a little bit of a review, but we are going to have temperature checks for all of our students. So they are going to be coming in each day, either when they get off the bus or if you drop them off at school. They will be going through a temperature scanner. It takes about a second and a half where they'll be standing on a certain spot, and basically they put their head into the camera and into a circle, and it tells them their temperature. For the most part, we're expecting a lot of students to be fever-free, but in the event that a student does register a temperature above 100 degrees, what will happen is we're going to wait about 10 to 15 minutes and give them a second temperature check with a different instrument, a handheld thermometer. And if they both coincide with each other, saying that the individual looks like he or she has a fever, we will call a parent or someone to come up ASAP to take the child home. So that's going to happen each day with students. In regard to, South Huntington's a very warm and friendly place. It always has been and will continue to be. But as far as this year goes, in regards to visitors, parents wanting to come in to drop off their child's homework, their lunch that they forgot, you're going to be able to do that, but you're just not going to be able to go into the building. And it's because we want to keep everybody as safe as possible. Because in the event that a parent comes in and then unfortunately they test positive for COVID and contact tracing steps in and they find out that this parent was in the building, then what it's going to mean is then more people will probably have to be quarantined potentially. And we're trying to avoid that. So we love everybody, and we will continue to love everyone, so please don't take this the wrong way. We're just trying to keep everybody safe. That is the reason behind that. Okay, masks. All staff and students, any visitors on school grounds will be required to wear a mask. And if your child does not have a mask, we will supply one for them, so a disposable one. So if they go to the bus stop and the bus driver notices they don't have a mask on, we will supply them with a disposable one. And the same thing if they show up to school, there's no mask, we will give them one for the day as well. And we're building in mask breaks that are going to happen from kindergarten through 12th grade throughout the day. They'll have those breaks. I'd like to take us into our sneeze guards. I know Dr. Bernardo shared with this with you once before, but I'd like to do it one more time. Every student will have their own sneeze guard. It's a little flimsy right now because I don't have the clips, because what's going to happen is there are going to be 4 clips that go on the desk, one here, and then one here and one here, and the sneeze guard goes right in there and will remain very sturdy. We've purchased a sneeze guard for every student in the district. They are coming in the week of September 7th, so we should have them the first, second day of school. We're expecting them. The students will have the opportunity from grade 6 to 12. They'll be able to transport these from class to class. And you can see how light they are, and it has the handle here. So the portability factor is very easy. So students from 6 to 12 will have that opportunity. At the elementary level, the sneeze guard is going to stay in their desk all day because the student's not traveling from desk to desk. They're staying in that same desk basically for the entire day. So, which now is going to bring me to my next piece as far as cleaning goes. And I'll speak specifically to cleaning of the sneeze guards. What's going to happen is they're going to be sprayed each night with what we chemical called Bio-esque. It is a natural herb, basically. What Bio-esque is, it's made from thyme, and it is organic, and it's not dangerous in any way, shape, or form. But what's going to happen is we're going to spray the entire room, but we're also going to spray the sneeze guard specifically, and then after they get sprayed, they will be wiped down. So each day, the student will have a clean and fresh sneeze guard. In sticking with cleaning, as I mentioned, we've hired some additional personnel to help us out with the cleaning of the classrooms, the hallways, the bathrooms, and their focus is the additional personnel that we're bringing on is to just focus throughout the school day on cleaning. At nighttime, there'll be a very detailed cleaning of every room, and each night, or late afternoon, night, evening, they will be fogged, every room, the big rooms, the small rooms, all the rooms. And as I mentioned earlier, these will also be fogged as well and cleaned, wiped down before the night is over. So basically that's how we're going to attack our cleaning this year, with definitely more hands on deck to help us out, and it will be a more detailed cleaning than we've had in years past, obviously. Okay, in kindergarten to 5th grade, we've purchased storage bins for all the students. It's basically about this big, basically about that high, and what it will be is a place for students to store their stuff that they would have had inside their desks is now going to be in the storage bins. And those storage bins will be located right next to their seat on the floor. They also have lids. The main purpose of this is to make sure that students are not taking home 20-pound backpacks each day. We want them to be able to leave their stuff safely in school. So what we will do is put those items into the storage bin. We put the lid on it at the end of the day, when I say we, the students, and then the students will then bring those to the side of the room, the back of the room, leave them on the floor, and the fogger will spray them, the covering of them as well. But the only person touching that bin will be the child touching it. It will not be teachers, it will not be other adults. They will be the only ones that put their hands on their storage bin. And it's their items that are in there. It could be their journals, it could be tissues, Post-its, pencils, pens, but this is at the K to 5 level. So from kindergarten to 5th grade, every student will have a storage bin. Transportation. This year, as you know, we have to follow social distancing on our buses as well. So in a typical 66 passenger bus, we will only have no more than 22 students on that bus. And what we're doing a little differently this year as well is as the students get on the bus, they will go to the back. They'll start seating from the back and then moving forward. So we're trying to prevent people from crossing each other and trying to respect the 6-foot social distancing piece as much as we possibly can. And so those buses will not be full. We're making the routes as we speak, and I don't really at this point have many buses that are even near the 22. They're basically 18, 17, maybe a 20 somewhere, but they're definitely, we're going to be, social distancing is not going to be an issue with transportation as we move forward into the 2021 school year. My next piece is breakfast and lunch. In the K to 5 schools, breakfast and lunch will be in the classrooms, their regular classroom. From 6 to 12, it'll basically be in classrooms as well, and with a very, very small group in the cafeteria also. But what we've purchased this year as well are placemats, and disposable placemats. They're about 10 by 14 inches, and those placemats will be used at the elementary level for breakfast and lunch. At the secondary level, those placemats will be used during each class. So as a child comes into the classroom, they will have the opportunity to pick up a placemat, which will be readily available for them. They put it on their desk. At the end of the period, they will then dispose of that placemat, and when they arrive at their new class, the next period, they'll be able to take a different placemat. So each period it's changing, and we're just trying to put in another layer to keep it safe as we can for everyone. So These were a few of the items that I wanted to talk about because that's something that your children will experience as they enter school on September 8th and 9th. You know, things that are going to look a bit different. But your principals will talk more in depth about some more details that are specific to their buildings, because each building has a little bit of a different layout when it comes to arrival, dismissal. But what we're doing is making sure anything that we can do in regards to health and safety, we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. Everybody's important. And we're looking forward to a very productive 2021 school year. And I'm looking forward to seeing all those smiling faces when we can get back in school on September 8th. I hope everybody enjoys the remaining days of summer, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.